Hi there, Bonnie Power here. Today I'm going to be telling you a story about a national franchise operation that's predominantly had a retail within the B2C market and has had great success over the last 15 years. But in the last couple of years, they've really wanted to grow, and they've got a great CEO who's decided that in order to achieve new things, I suppose he has to, or they have to do things a little bit differently. So, in order to achieve exponential growth, they've decided that they're going to have a more strategic approach to the B2B market. And so, the new venture is going to be beginning. I've just delivered a one-day training last week, and I thought I'd just share a little bit about their insights, and hopefully this will help you with your journey if you're wanting to grow your business as well. So this organisation has the problem where they've got about 40 to 50 franchise owners, and the owners have been very reluctant to get onto the world of online marketing. They've been predominantly wanting people just to walk through the door, maybe even look them up on Yellow Pages. They're sort of really not grasping the potential of that digital marketing strategy. So the CEO and the stakeholders in head office, the marketing team, have got the challenge where they need to really lead from the front and show their stakeholders, their franchisees, the potential that a good online strategy can do. So what they're going to be doing, just as an aside, they've chosen, there's five franchise owners who've really put their hand up to say, yep, I'm going to give it a go, I'm on board. So what they're going to be doing is creating this the whole LinkedIn profile around these five store owners, the franchisees, and positioning them and doing all of the bits and pieces, all of the roadmap, the blueprint that I've given them last week to really push through and start attracting a steady flow of inquiries in the B2B market. So if you want, I can give you an overview of the plan. If you've got a B2B market that you're wanting to infiltrate and really grow exponentially, this is the same roadmap that you could adapt into your business. So the first step is to plan the strategy. So you plan out what the content is, and in this case, the content for this company was to really position them as the leaders within their space. And so we thought about what are the frequently asked questions, what are the mistakes that the clients, the prospective clients, are making when they're making the buying decisions. We mapped out a content marketing strategy that was really going to help them position themselves well within the B2B market. We also then decided the type of clients that we wanted to attract more of. So there was five different types of industries, and we really got specific with what was the company size, what industry were they, what was their values, and all of those details. So we basically created client avatars for those top five people, and then we mapped out the content that they would most appreciate. So that was step one. That was the planning phase. Step two, we moved on to actually execution, which was firstly the positioning. So to position the store owners, the franchisees, as the best people. Like head office wasn't particularly interested in showing how good they were. It's all about the franchisees. So they've hatched a plan on how to really position each store owner as an expert in their field by strengthening their LinkedIn profile. And that actually means going right down into the experience section and saying, this is their experience, this is the types of companies or organisations that they've helped in the past, really giving the prospective clients an overview of the demonstrated success and experience that they've had within the B2B market. And also, I suppose, as business owners, as business leaders, you really want to get that credibility up there in the LinkedIn profile as well. So the positioning was done with the store owners, and then the company page, because the company page is where all of the updates will get done for the store owners. So head office is going to be facilitating the majority of the content, so that it's really easy for the stakeholders, for the store owners, to just really just sit back and get the leads coming through. So after the positioning was done, then we moved on to promoting, and this is where the plan was created to do a content marketing and deciding what type of content that they were going to promote out to the world, to their market, in order to be seen as the ideal type of supplier. So, and again, it came back to those top 5 industries that they're wanting to infiltrate, and so that the plan was hatched on how they're going to promote content to those specific audiences. So it's all about sort of segmentation, I suppose, of the client list, which you can easily do in Sales Navigator with the tag system, or you can do it manually as well with a spreadsheet. So that's the next step. After that, after we've been doing all of that work, generating the good reputation, then it's time to sort of go to the bank and start propagating some leads. So that's where we will reach out to this target market after they've had a chance to sit back and look at the content that has been created and shared over the last, say, 3 to 4 weeks. The next step would be then to reach out to the decision makers and ask them if they're interested in a conversation. So that's the next step, and it's all about mapping out what to say in those messages, because that's the critical first impression that you're going to be creating. So it has to be really specific. It's not going to be spammy, because that's the biggest mistake that people are making at the moment on LinkedIn. So it's about how to be customized, how to send out customized messages to the target market. After that is literally doing the whole following up. So that's pursuing the lead. And ideally, you'll do that off LinkedIn. I think that the biggest objective with any online marketing strategy is to get them over to your website. And if you get them over to your website, then you know that you can get them onto your CRM through the online form, or you can start to remarket to them through the Google cookies. There's a whole lot of different things that you can do. And the best thing is you want to get them over to your website, because then you can really control what they're offered. So you can change that as the year progresses. You can split test your lead magnets with technology, etc. So pursuing the leads, and in this case, it was pursuing the leads so that the 5 different types of client avatars that were going to be targeted were all going to go to a separate landing page each, so that the way we could actually measure the return on the investment to see who is responding to what type of messages, what industries are really reacting to the marketing on LinkedIn, and then the offer on that landing page could be specific for that target market. So, for example, if it was commercial, like property managers, then the whole landing page would be specific, using the language that they use, describing the problems that they have, and the way that this product and service could actually help them resolve those issues. And similarly, like another one could have been the schools, tertiary institutions, libraries, councils. So different landing pages have different language, because you really want to appeal to that person in that industry that is reading the landing page. And then the lead magnet could ideally be targeted and words around, and even if it's essentially the same lead magnet, but just sort of customized a little bit so that that person really appreciates the value that they're going to get, that's going to get a lot more effectiveness and a lot more ROI on your investment with the marketing on LinkedIn. So that's the plan. That's the plan that we organised last week. I'm really excited, because this is going to save them hundreds and hundreds of hours with their salespeople. They don't have to be cold calling, making that awful first impression with a cold call. They can warm up those prospects through LinkedIn, and then perhaps after they know that they've received a couple of messages, maybe a couple of emails, then they can pick up the phone, and they're going to have a lot better reception. So I'm really excited. It's going to help them move into the B2B market and grow and achieve their goals for the next 12 months. So I hope that's been of help. If you If you see that LinkedIn could be prospectively good for you, then I invite you to reach out. My number or our email address, I'll probably be better to give you that. It's bonnie@perfectboom.com. You can contact me directly, or visit the website on perfectboom.com. I look forward to speaking with you soon. Thank you.